All right, I'm back with another video, and we got the Tesla in the garage, as you can see behind me. Today I'm going to try something that's been bothering me, the wheels and tires on this. As you see, I put new wheels on it, the darker color Sonic gray rims on it, and a brand new set of tires since I first purchased this used 2018 Model S Tesla. The looks have improved a lot. Notice I did black out the chrome around the windows and stuff, and the mirrors as well, and on the back trim it's blacked out. So I want to make this have a more wider stance of a Tesla, make it a little bit more performance looking. So I got spacers that I'm going to be installing on this Tesla today, wheel spacers. Got them from Amazon right here, and these are 20 millimeter. Going to go all the way around. 4 of these 20 millimeters. These go in between the hub and the wheel, so it's going to make the wheel stick out on every corner about 3/4 of an inch. So here's I'm going to show you next the tools I've got set up you may need, or maybe you don't have all the tools in your setup that you might need to do this particular job, but I'm going to run you through what I've got. First, you're going to need the lift puck set for all Teslas. These go in the lift points underneath the Tesla frame so you don't damage the undercarriage or battery when you're lifting it. You're going to need 21 millimeter. Now look the details up before you start ordering. This is for a Tesla Model S 2018. 21 millimeter lug nut socket. I've got, of course, a socket bar that I can use, and I also purchased this torque socket wrench right here, a complete set. So I got everything I need, even a little extension as well. And because you're going to want to torque the lug nuts up when you place them back on to 129 to 130 pounds of torque, and you can do it with this adjustable wrench right here. So, and of course, I've got my low profile lift. I bought that from Harbor Freight the other day. That was $99 on sale. Really good, sturdy low profile lift. I'm impressed with it. It feels like high quality. So stick around. Let's start with the first wheel. I'm going to get the jack underneath here first. Here's our first lift point right here. You can tell as this insert is going to go fit into this round spot on your frame. And then you can roll your lift point right underneath there. Get it centered. And there we go. We have contact. Now, you may need this little tool here. This came with a set of lug nut covers I got when I purchased my new darker rims. And this just goes on the lug nut cap covers, clicks in and pulls right out. Just like that. Easy. Now we've got access to our lug nuts. I'll be right back. Now I'm going to loosen these up before I lift the jack. Okay, now we'll give it a lift. Now, I forgot to tell you all, I did do a modification on my brake pedal inside. I'll show you that. That's to keep the brakes applied. And I'm hoping that helps keep the disc firm so I can apply the 130 torque pound of pressure on the lug nuts when we tighten. We'll see. And it does look like that's working because I can't turn the wheel. All right, the wheel is off. Now, I want to make sure this surface, we're going to kind of clean it up with some solvent and a rag and make sure you have a nice smooth surface where your spacer will meet up here. Remove the existing nuts that came with the spacer, and this is what's going to hold this spacer onto these original lugs here. You're going to use your original lug nuts to mount the wheel back on. So keep these set aside. Now these have been out in the weather for quite a while, since 2018. So there's not going to be much you could do about getting these very clean. Touch this caliper up while we're at it. All right. These are little protective caps. And then here's your mounting nuts. Now I hope these are 21 millimeter. I better check. They are not. So we might run into an issue here. Let me see if I got a socket that's going to fit the nuts that come with the spacers. That fits nice. Good fit. All right. The nuts that come with them, the mounting nuts that come with the spacers, these are 19 millimeter. So let's see if this will work. Well, one thing I see, it's not going to be deep enough because it's hitting this stud and it won't fit on the nut anymore to tighten it. I'll be back. All right, guys, I just got back from Advanced Auto Parts, and I might have made a mistake telling you the size of something. So I did get a deep socket, 19 millimeter, thin wall for lug nuts. And right here on our torque wrench, or torque wrench drive setup, it does have a reducer to 1/4 inch, and that is 1/2 inch. So this is a 1/2 inch drive torque wrench, and I had brought out this 19 millimeter right here. Your socket setup does come with a 1/4 inch downsize, so it should be able to handle it with this adapter, downsize adapter, for torques up to, I think it's 150 pounds of torque. If you use everything that's in this kit, comes in this kit, which we're going to do. But now I've got the 1/2 inch drive. I'm good. 19 millimeter. Let's get back to work. Much better. Now I'm just going to snug these up first. And I'm going in a cross pattern. So, don't go around in order. Do a cross pattern as you tighten them up. So you get a nice even tightness. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and apply our 130 pound of torque. I've got it set. And that is a lot of torque. Whew. Sorry about that. We got the torque. Now we'll put the tire back on. All right, all torqued up. Set the alarm off a couple times. We're ready to put our wheel back on. Make sure your wheel fits flat on the spacer surface, because those studs that hold it on to the hub might be too long if you're using aftermarket rims. In this case, we're not. These are factory 19-inch Tesla wheels. Okay, we'll just snug them a little bit, and then we'll let it down and torque. Okay, we're letting it down. Don't forget your puck in the frame rail there, and go ahead and torque these up. 129 pounds torque. All right, it's a hot one out here today, guys. We got one done. I'll do the rest and we'll come back and see the results. Stick around. All right, I'm done, and that was a very, very, very tough job to do in this heat in Florida today, but it's done. I'm so happy with it, and I wasn't quite sure what difference would show with the spacer or not, and it does show a lot of difference to me. Now, to the ordinary person on the road, they maybe they won't notice a difference. I don't know, but I sure do, and it's all what matters up here in your mind. I feel like it's got a wider stance now, looks more performance, and you know, it probably won't make any performance difference, but to me, it's all about the looks. So if you can notice here, I'll get you up closer. We'll take a closer look around, and we can look at some before and after pictures of the wheel spacers and how the wheels stand out closer to the fender now. You see that? Front and back, all the way around. So let's take a look. So here it is. Notice how that front tire is almost flush with the fender here now. And then if you glance to the back, that's almost flush as well. Remember, these are about 3/4 inch out from factory measurements. That's 20 millimeters each wheel spaced out. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. So, in your mind, does size matter in this case? I think it does. Very happy with the looks of it. Nice and flush with the fender and quarter panels now. And if we get back, we can see if we notice a little bit wider stance. I think I do. Nice. It's looking really nice in my eyes. And I like the color, the dark Sonic gray wheels that I upgraded to. And the new tires on the rims look nice.
Now, there's a few suggestions I would like to make if you decide to do this project on your own, this modification, adding wheel spacers to your Model S Tesla, and that is right here with this torque wrench. It did the job, but it was a backbreaker. The length is not very long. So the more length on your torque wrench you have, the more leverage you get. It makes it a little bit easier for you to reach that 30-pound or 29-pound torque that we needed. And this was, like I said, a backbreaker. The longer we get this, the easier it's going to be. So in the links in the video description below for the products I used, I'm going to leave this one as well as a longer one. So I'll leave the decision up to you. Don't forget you need the jack pucks. And remember, when you're done with the last wheel spacer, don't forget to pop your jack puck out of there, or it may fall off on the road while you're driving down the road testing it. So make sure you take the jack puck back off, put it in its case. And like I said, make sure you got 19 millimeter deep socket and 21 millimeter deep socket. I'll leave all those in the links below. And guys, thank you for tuning in to another one of my videos. Let me know in the comments below if you approve of this modification, if maybe you're interested in doing it yourself. I'd love to know. I'll see you on the next one.